Hey everybody, welcome back to Kill Outdoors. It's September the 2nd. It's Friday. It's roughly about 65 degrees this morning. It's about 7:30. I'm in here. It's that time of year, y'all. I like for this to be my last week in the woods before the season, making sure all my stands are squared away. I counted the other day, I got 48 tree stands. Got this one tree stand here to hang, and then I got 5 more to go and I'll be done. It's Friday, so hopefully, well, between here and Sunday, I'll get them all finished. And I had people ask me on Facebook, they're like 48 tree stands. They're like, God, like, why do you have so many? This and that. Number one, if you're obsessed with this sport, bow hunting in particular, I got a stand. I take for instance, I got 30 acres. I got 7 different stands on that 30 acres, covering 3 different trails. And I got 7 stands in there, so I'm able to hunt in there on any type of wind. Southeast wind, north wind, west wind, doesn't matter. I'm prepared for it. Now don't get me wrong, when I was younger I had climbers. I didn't have that much money. I'd go in the woods with the climber and just, climb, do whatever. But as I got a little older or whatnot, and I put away my money, saved it, I was able to get stands, so that way I'm cutting down on my sweat, cutting down on the noise going in the woods. And it's just easier early bow season. It's hot, being able to walk right in the woods and climb right up a stand. So that's one reason why I have so many. Number two, a lot of spots to hunt, so thank God. Sometimes it feels like a blessing and a curse, because back when I had shorter spots, it seemed like I killed more big deer consistent, I guess because I was concentrating on 2 spots versus having 16 or 17 spots. But also a lot more spots, so a lot more stands. But I'm in here today. I'm back on this oak ridge. I'm gonna show y'all. It rolls over down into a bottom, comes up on another oak flat, drops off this side into a bottom. There's a creek bottom down there. It took me 2 trips to the truck to bring everything up, but I got pole saw, everything, got the spy point camera, got ag fields about almost a half a mile, about a little more than a quarter mile that way, probably about, I don't know, 400 yards, 500 yards. It's a cornfield this year. I remember last year, the bucks, when they were started chasing and whatnot, they'd get up on these oak flats and whatnot and chasing here. And I didn't have a stand in here. I had one across that bottom, and y'all saw me 2 years ago killing a nice 10-pointer off that stand in the bottom. And I also killed a decent 7-pointer last year off that stand black powder. But the majority of the deer were coming from this direction. We got bedding just up that hill. It's a lot of falling down trees, probably about 150 yards. And what they're doing is a house on the other side, and they'll come out of that bedding and they'll come into the oaks. Or sometimes the big bucks, they'll skirt along the outside all the way up to like a little pinch point up there, back behind another cousin of mine's house up there. So I'm on this ridge trying to pick a good tree. Y'all might not be able to see it on camera because they're older, but bucks had a terrible rub line all along this ridge. There's another old rub right there, another old rub, another one down there, a big one on the tree down there I see, where they were coming down this edge and also up at the top. So the goal is do a quick scout, try to see if I can find a main trail coming out the backside of that cutover. I say cutover, but the little bedding area, to see what it looks like up there. And if it doesn't look promising, then I'll back up here and find this tree right in here to put it. Like I told y'all, this time of year, the bait's off the ground, had to be off by September the 1st. You had a lot of big buck pictures, you're excited, this and that. All of a sudden you take the bait off the ground, you're like, dang, what happened to my deer? The deer disappeared. They're still there. They're about to lose their velvet. I saw a 4-pointer the other day that already lost his velvet. I don't have any on trail camera yet, but I've heard people talking on Facebook, seeing bucks rubbed out. Once they do that, y'all, a lot of these big groups, they're splitting up. They're gonna start establishing dominance. No, it's not the rut or anything like that, but they need their space. So don't panic. Some of the big deer are still there. Some of them are gonna move. A lot of them are gonna move. I say for every picture, say a place I got 5 big bucks in, I say, okay, I know at least 1 or 2 of them, they're gonna stay in there, So don't count your chickens before they hatch. But still an exciting time of year. Get your tree stands in the woods, and let's get ready. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera back on once I get up here, scout out a little bit. So I want y'all to check this out. I came up that ridge like I told y'all. Here's the end of that bedding area. I was down there about 150 yards in the opening. And that bedding area comes all the way up. It stops right here. The hardwoods comes up right here. You see it's still kind of thick. We got, I don't know how good it's gonna show up on camera, but a super nice trail coming through here. And it goes up into the bedding area and also comes out of the bedding area. Comes right down through here. I see there's another trail that comes from out that little bottom right there. It's got a fallen down tree. I know this fallen down tree is up by my cousin's house. It's real thick. They bed down up there. And it goes across this little ditch. Now I was down there when I showed y'all the ravine. As y'all see, the further down you go, the more steep it gets. So a deer is naturally going to take the easier path. So that would explain why this path right here, they coming up, coming around, where they can easily go through here. Oh my goodness, is that a shed? Here's a shed right there. How about that? Couldn't have planned that no better. Not a monster or anything, but a shed. And that's a testament of, like I said, they're coming right around this bottom. See where that drop off is right there? They're not going to go across that 9 times out of 10. They walk right along the edge and come right up through there. Come on this trail right here. And here's your shed right here. And then they cut on up to them oaks and go that way. So what I'm looking at is, that doesn't look like a bad tree right there. I'm gonna get and make sure this trail is just far enough off of that tree. But from that tree, you'll be able to cover this trail. You'll be able to cover the trail where it intersects. You'll be able to cover that trail coming from the bottom, and also this one coming from the bottom. And a good part about early season is those bucks are bedded. Of course, the does will be the first ones up or whatever. Them bucks coming out here, they should come out in, early enough in the evening time, bow season. You're close enough to the bed that when they get up and move 80 yards, you ought to be able to see them if they're bedding down over in here. Or, like I said, over behind my cousin's house. I mean, they could go the other way on that oak flat, which they can get to the field that way too, but this will be an easier way for them to follow this bottom on down and follow on up to the field. So it's a great area. Put this shed somewhere where I can remember where it's at. And we'll finish picking a tree. It's either gonna be between that one or maybe that oak right there. We'll have to do a lot of sawing right there. Or maybe that big tree behind the holly where I can have a little more cover. Let's see what we got. Sorry, y'all, I had to turn the camera back on just for a second before we pick this tree. There's the second half of that shed right here. First one was right here. Here's the other one right here. I've never done that before. I don't know what it is about this year, but this is the 5th shed I found this year. The matching side to that shed. How about that? It's pretty neat. All right, folks, one more thing I wanted to cover. When you find your tree and you set on hanging your stand, do one more walkthrough. Like I said to myself, deer aren't gonna cross this, they're gonna go around. So I just walked down here just to make sure that I didn't see any spots along this ravine where they were crossing at any major spots. I saw one little set of tracks crossing right down there. That was about it. But what I did find was right here on this edge, there's a deer path that goes right through there, comes right along this edge, right on the edge of it, which is, y'all can remember that tree I picked out. It's right there, and that's a 20, maybe 20, 22 yard shot from that tree right there. And the other tree I picked out was right up there, which would make it about a 27 to 30 yard shot. I think we're gonna go with this tree right here, because that way it'll put you enough far off that trail coming out of the bedding area, but still close enough for obvious kill shot right here. So I'm gonna go back and get the sticks, get the hang on, and we're gonna get this stand up. folks, what I suggest, if you're putting your ladder stand on a big tree, and you see how at the bottom it doesn't have much left on this rope, get a ratchet strap. Go to Walmart, buy them, they're cheap. Come ahead, throw a ratchet strap on the bottom. I'll have one with me the first time I hunt the stand. I'll throw it on the bottom and secure it as I go up. Now as you go up, the tree gets smaller, so obviously the ones that come with it will work. But you can't beat a ratchet strap at the bottom of a tree. The stand will be, the ladder will be kicked out just a tad at the bottom, but then it straightens right on up. These are 25-foot climbing sticks. I'm going to hang the stand around about 20 feet because, as you see, the elevation goes down. So if you hang it at 25, 22, you're going to be shooting almost 30 feet down, steep angle. So I don't really need to be quite as high. Like I said, about roughly 20 feet is where I'll hang it, because it'll still put me about 16 feet above this ground behind me that goes up just slightly. But this is the tree that I picked. This tree right here. I had picked out that dark tree over there, right here, but the problem was the path goes right under it. And like I said before, I don't like to hang a stand directly on the deer trail, because then you either got to shoot them dead in the chest. There's a better chance they'll see you, a better chance they'll smell you because it's so close, you know, whatnot. This tree right here, you got trails that go right along the other side of it that I showed y'all earlier. You got that trail on the ridge, right on the edge of that creek, right down through there. And you got this trail where I found them 2 sheds that comes right through here in between these trees. Comes right up through here, and it's a small one that goes right on the other side. So from that stand, I'll be able to cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different trails, 6 if you count. There's a trail coming, slight trail coming down this hill right here. So that's what I like to look for when I'm hanging stands in the hardwoods, is pinch points. Now, like I said, if you got one trail, it's worn down, look like they ride dirt bikes on it, obviously hang a stand and hunt it. But I look for those natural pinch points where ravines come together, where creek points meet, and try to find multiple trails all leading to one, or all leading to one general area, and set up. That's going to be your best bet for killing a deer early in the season. Your best bet for doing the rut when these bucks are cruising. They're on their feet, they're walking. They're not going to do anything but walk these ravines back and forth, down these trails from one bedding area to the other. So I encourage y'all, when you're out, hopefully y'all have got most of y'all stands hung. But if you haven't, keep that in mind when you're going to hang the stands. Natural pinch points, natural conversion of trails is what you're looking for. So yeah, let me finish getting the stand hung. Gotta get my safety harness on as I go up these ladders. I'm out here by myself today, so I'm always extra careful. Wear your safety harness, y'all. Wear it. Takes one slip. That's it. So I'll turn the camera on once I get the stand back up. Alright, so as y'all can see, the stand is up. Quick thing, if y'all don't already have a tether strap up, when I'm hanging the ladder part, I just take this strap that I simply put around the tree and hook onto when I get up. I'll put it around the tree as I'm going up the ladder, put it around my back, slide it up the tree as I go, as I secure the ladder. That way I have some type of safety, you know, around me if I fall or whatnot. But got the stand hung, took a little longer than I thought. That stand has 2 ratchet straps, one at the top, one at the bottom. And the ratchet strap stands, to me, they're very solid stands, but actually getting them around the tree is a little tough. So nonetheless, we got it hung. Got the other part of my safety vest on, and we're gonna climb up and take a look and see how it looks, and then try to cut out some shooting lanes. All right, Killer Outdoors. So 45 minutes later, excuse the heavy breathing. Been working hard. Here's the finished product in my stand now. Safety harness on, of course. Got an open hole shot down to that path. Got another shot down through there. Got another shot there, down to that path. It's all open here on these 2 trails. Got this trail covered, coming out of that bottom. Okay. Same trail going into bedding, I got covered. Come back this way. There was a trail that came out of here, down through here. Got that covered there. Got that covered. At the most, it looks like maybe a 35-yard shot down through there. 30-yard shot down through there. Got that covered right there. When I walked behind the stand, I actually found a trail right along the edge of that bedding, which I opened up a hole right there to shoot. There's another small hole right there by that tree, where the trail comes around the tree and curves and go back. Another hole to shoot. Didn't want to open it up too much, okay? Because like I said, the hill rolls up like that, so the more eye level as they come this way. So I left cover, so I'm covered. So by the time they see me, they're already in the kill zone. If they see me, which they shouldn't. Like I said, the trail goes behind the stand right there. Open up 2 holes right there. And so I got my spy point trail camera I just put out right there, cell cam. That'll be in here until hunting season comes in. I'm not coming back in the woods anymore. I put my hooks in. Got my hooks in the tree. Got my draw rope on. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know normally my channel is all about the action, bang bang, you know. But I think it's important also to show the process that goes into it. Hopefully I didn't get too bored. Like I said, this is just one stand. I have 48. Luckily, only 5 had to be moved this year. And I had 3 new stands to put in. So, but that's it. I got 5 more stands to go. And luckily they're all around this cornfield, about a quarter mile through the woods here. Definitely get my brother to help me do that one. It'll be an easy, shucks, 45 minutes walking around the field. They're pretty much, shooting lanes are pretty much cut. So, yeah, this is it. And y'all remember this stand. Hopefully we'll kill a giant off it. It was exciting to find the 2 sheds in here. It's time, y'all. It's time. Put the work in. Now we get to sit back and wait and watch these bucks lose the velvet. Hopefully get some good ones on camera as it gets closer to the season. And then October the 1st in Virginia, we'll be in the stand. As always, I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.